muggles and maybe even a few wizards hiding out there to the fantastic beasts and where to find them, global fan event. Thanks to the magic of technology, the theatres here and in Los Angeles are connected to cities all around the world. So let's check in with just a few of them.
You're in London among the Muggles. I'm here with the Nomages at the TCL Chinese IMAX in Los Angeles. Yes, we represent well in Los Angeles.
Let's get a big cheer, everyone!
Hello to everybody, and we are thrilled to be here at the AMC Kids Day IMAX Theater in New York City!
So many questions from near and far, and we wish we had time to answer all of them, but we've selected some of the best. So our first question comes to us from Nina on Twitter, who goes by the handle of Luna Love God. And she asks, in what aspect do you identify with your character?
Let's see, it's kind of overwhelming, Edith. I can see in this cinema there are many people dressed as Newt Scamander that I'm finding wildly exciting. But how do I identify to my character? What I love probably most about Newt is he's an incredibly passionate guy. His love of his creatures is kind of, at the beginning of the film, it's the be-all and end-all for him. And he looks in that, he sees in that, it's almost myopic. He's there and he cares about them passionately. And I suppose I'm like one of those people that if I'm focused on something, I'm kind of focused on that thing. So that was something I identified with.
Tell us about your character, son.
Okay, so, yeah, I'm so much like Jacob in the sense that the way that he's being introduced to this amazing magical world. My great-great-grandfather, Jacob is a baker, and my great-great-grandfather was a baker on the Lower East Side of New York. And, you know, Fogler's Pumpernickel, man. I mean, it was, so, it's just so surreal. I feel like I'm in a dream.
Let's pick up that same question here with Colin and John. How did you identify with your character?
Well, my grandfather was a wizard back in Dublin in the... Dan, you trumped us all. Percival Graves is the head of magical security at MACUSA, which is the Magical Congress of the United States of America. And he's someone who, I don't know who I identified with him, but I would like to think that I have some kind of version of my own sense of justice and injustice.
Let's head over to Rome. Mario and Andrea, take it away, please.
Thank you, Edith. We have a question for the legendary John Voight, and it's from Menino Milo, Brave Fox via Twitter.
He asks if you could play another character in the wizarding world, who would be and why?
Being a nomad, I can feel Dan's confusion. It's tough being a nomad. If I could be in the wizarding world, I would. I could. My imagination takes flight, and perhaps I could be as maybe more dangerous than Colin Farrell.
Let's go over to New York to our girls, Sarah and Jackie. Who's your question for?
Well, now we have a question for Catherine Waterston and for Allison Sudol, coming to us through BuzzFeed via Twitter from Colleen, whose handle is Colleen with some extra E's in there. All right, now she wants to know, what was it like being part of this magical world? It seems like there had to be a great learning curve for you guys.
The initial rehearsal, we had wand rehearsals, and the first time I went in alone into the room with this incredible movement instructor who said, you know, just imagine you move that glass with your wand, and I blushed. I just turned like beetroot because I felt I know I can't really move the glass, you know, and it was just I felt so useless. But then within like a week of wielding it around and kind of drawing it, I had a special pocket inside my jacket made just for the wand, and you start drawing it like a gun a couple times, get a little cocky with it, and then I felt really it grew on me quite quickly and it was fun to develop. But
Alison, what about for you?
Well, I found that the coordination that we had to develop as sisters who do magic together was something that was a really wonderful thing to explore and really helped deepen our characters.
How was it working with J.K. Rowling, the creator of this amazing world, on her first screenplay? We'd all like to know what it was like coming back to the wizarding world.
She would always be graceful, supportive, kind. She'd always say, generally she'd be very supportive of what we'd done and what we'd left out. And so in this case, we didn't have any books, but we had the person who created them. And so we were working at the coalface with her very directly, and it was amazing to be sat around a table with her as she kind of created this amazing next chapter of this world, this universe.
She's also, I mean, not only does she have this boundless imagination, but she's the most generous of collaborators. I mean, and particularly, you know, with David, she was there every step of the way in terms of supporting you and believing in you and allowing you to make the film that she wrote.
Edith, can I just jump in and say
Yes,
one
you
of the
can.
best moments for us on set was when Joe would come to set. And I think David found it sort of a mixture of wonderful and mildly frustrating, because we would turn into like 7-year-olds and be like, we'd stop work, we wouldn't be able to do it. And Joe would come up to us and she would say, I'm working on the new script. I'm not allowed to tell you anything. And she would just start launching forward.
Actually, guys, there is someone here who probably can tell you a little bit more.
Oh my God. Hello. Oh, yeah. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
You're very welcome.
Goodness gracious.
I told them everything. They've been lying to you. They know everything. They don't know everything. They know quite a lot about the next movie. So, yeah, I get excited. I tell actors things.
Does coming here to these things as well propel that excitement as well?
Of course. This is unbelievable. This is like old times. This is, this is like travelling back in time. It's amazing. Yeah.
Can I just quickly ask what it was like for you as part of this? You know, we talked about it earlier about, you know, you've been involved in writing the script and it's been a different journey for you.
We were doing some script sessions the other day, and I can tell you that we always knew it was going to be more than one movie. We knew that from the start, and we said a trilogy as a kind of placeholder, didn't we? Because we knew there would be more than one movie, but we've now, I think we can say, am I allowed to say that, David? Yes. So I've now done the plotting properly, so we're pretty sure it's going to be 5 movies. Which they didn't know.
Yeah? Feels like Christmas, doesn't it?
No.
It really does. That was amazing. What a wonderful surprise. On behalf of everyone here in London and everywhere around the world, thank you all for taking the time to be here tonight and being part of this incredible event, for this thing that you've all been part of and created all over the world. And I know we're all more excited than ever to see fantastic beats and where to find them. How about you guys? Yeah? Do you agree?